Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to care for a potted lemon tree. Now, lemon trees grow naturally in warm climates, and they do not like to go below 50 degrees or even a little warmer than that. They want to stay warm all the time. But if you live in a colder climate, you can still grow them really easily. And lemons are really rewarding because once you have them growing in a container, you can enjoy the fruits for many years as long as it never freezes. So you can start a lemon by seed, but it's sometimes hard to take and it'll take years to develop into a root. Or you can take a start off of another plant or a graft, or a lot of times you can just buy them by root. And you can even take a stalk from another lemon tree and set it in water, and many times it'll grow roots. It doesn't always work, but sometimes you can get it to do that. Now, once you have a start and you've got some roots developing, then you want to put it into a pot. Now, you want to make sure the roots are covered, but like any other tree, you don't want to cover the bottom with too much soil because it'll suffocate it. So you just want to cover it to the top of the root line. And I like to use really good composted soil, aged soil, anything with really good drainage. You've got to remember with your potted lemon trees, never to let it sit in water because the roots will rot, you'll lose it. But at the same time, you don't want to let it dry out too much because then it'll dry out and you'll lose it. So the trick is to just recreate nature. Water it really well, let it drain really well, let it dry out to the point it's almost wilting, and then soak it again. And then that way it'll stay lush and do really well and produce lots of fruit. So even a lot of times if you've got a tree and it's not performing very well, if you just stress it out a little bit by drying it out, not killing it, just dry it out a little bit, a lot of times it'll trick it into producing more fruit. Now you've got to make sure and give it enough sun. If you live inland in a really hot climate, you probably want to give it afternoon shade. If you live near the beach or in a milder climate, you want to keep them as warm as possible. So keep them in really intense sun. Now you can let them go dormant in the winter. You just throw them in the garage, let them lose the leaves, and you still got the tree, and it'll come back again when you put it out in the spring. Or you can throw it in a greenhouse, or even in the house as a house plant. But even if you lose the leaves on them, a lot of times just by trimming it back about 1/3, it'll grow back again, and you'll get lots more lemons. So it doesn't matter if you got Myers lemons or any other type of lemons. Lemons are always a great addition to your house garden or your outside garden.